friends. Today I'm going to discuss some important functional finishes. Uh, we have actually two type of finishing treatments. One is called the conventional finishing treatment, and there is called the functional finishing treatment. In fact, what happened? The functional finishes are those finishes which are generally given to get a particular effect, desired effect, on demand, and conventional finishes are those finishes which are generally given to the fabric, which are very important to make the fabric, you can say, presentable to the consumer. I mean, there are some very important finishes which are required to give to the to be given to the fabric, just like you have the heat setting, you have the we can say zero zero finishes, you have the anti-crease finishes, you have the, we can say, softening treatments. So what happens, these are the some finishing treatment which are called the conventional finishing treatment. These conventional finishing treatments are given to improve the fabric feel, touch, we can say aesthetic, we can say, appearance, and very attractive to the buyer. And functional finishes are given to the fabric on demand of your buyer or consumer. What happened right now? What happened? There is a need of some water repellent fabrics, or you can say breathable fabrics. Now, what is the meaning of water repellent and waterproof fabric, and how it is different from the breathable fabric? Uh, there are some very special, you can say, requirement, just like by the army people, or you can say uh, in some special type of applications, where there is a heavy rain. So what happened actually? The waterproof fabrics are generally, you can say, impervious to both water and air. Mean to say, the fabric is completely, you can say, coated with some chemical which don't have any type of, you can say, or you can say, it don't allow the passage of the water as well as passes of the air. Means the all the interstices of the fabrics are completely filled, and there is a no space for passing the air from outside to inside or from inside to outside. That fabric is called the waterproof fabric, and it don't allow the passage of the air. And due to that reason, what happened? When we use this fabric, we are not, or we don't feel very comfortable. So waterproof fabrics are generally just, you have umbrella fabric, or you can say raincoats. They are generally waterproof, and waterproof fabrics are produced by application of, you can say, molten wax, or you can say rubber solution, or you can say um, by using the, you can say, oxidized oils. So all these chemicals which we use by padding method, a coating method, that makes the fabric waterproof. Besides that, we have the water repellent fabric. In case of water repellent fabric, what happened? The yarn or fiber, you can say, have the very strong, you can say, heating tendency with the water, and whenever the water drops, you can say falls on the fiber surface or fabric surface, because of the very high interfacial tension between the fiber surface and water, the water drop don't penetrate, and we have sufficient, you can say, open spaces in the fabric, and due to that open spaces, air can easily pass. So what happened? Actually, for making a water repellent comfortable fabric, water should not be passed, but water vapor permeability must be very good. And water vapor permeability mean air and water vapor can easily, you can say, transfer from one side to another side, but drops cannot, you can say, pass from one side to another side. Then that fabric is called water repellent fabric. Now, what is the meaning of breathable fabric? Breathable fabrics are those fabrics which can easily, you can say, give a very, which can easily, repel the water molecules, or you can say which can easily repel the water drops. But repel means it don't allow the, you can say, penetration inside the fabric, but it allow the passage of the air. Actually, what happened? The size of the one water drops is, I think uh, uh, more than 100 micron, depending on the size. And your uh, 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 size of the you can say the vapor molecules that are you can say approximately 4 into 10 to power minus 4 micron. So what we have the great difference in the size of the water molecule and size of the vapor molecule. So what happens if we have a fabric where the interstitials are means interstitials means the you can see space between warp and weft. If it is very less than the water drop size, then water will not you can say pass through that fabric, and only the water vapor will pass through the fabric. So for making this type of fabric, either we have to make a you can say, or we have to you can say weave the fabric in such a manner that the weaving design you can say have the very micro porous structure, so that the water is not able to penetrate, water will drop will not penetrate, but only air can pass through from one side to another side. So that one way is to make the fabric breathable, means air can pass, but drop cannot pass, is by weaving and keeping the very high density of warp and weft, and the you can say, but structure is something loose, means a very tight weave if we are having, then that will not you can say give the we can say breathability to the fabric. Other method is to begin the breathable fabric is to coat a fabric or laminate fabric with the PTFE film. This PTFE film is having a very small pores approximately zero point 0.2 micron, and because of the very small size of the pore size, you can say holes inside the film. When this film is coated on the fabric, it only allow the air passes, but or water vapor passes, but water drop cannot pass. There are different methods to apply these type of film on the fabric. In one method, what happens, this polymer is dissolved in a solvent, and the solvent is dissolved in the water. So this mixture is applied on the fabric by the coating method. And what happens when we dry the fabric, then water will you can say evaporate, and we have a small very small holes inside the fabric. Inside the fabric means in polymer film, and that polymer film will allow only you can say passes of the uh, water vapor and air. In another method, what happened? We dissolve the you can say um, uh, your polymer in a solvent which easily you can say dry. So what happened? Which easily evaporate with volatile solvent. And when we dry the fabric, the solvent you can say evaporate, and it makes small holes in the PTFE film. So what happened? The small holes which are created in the fabric, that make the fabric breathable. In the third method, what happened? There are two solvents. One is solvent, and there is non-solvent, and polymer is dissolved in that mixture. And when we can say the solvent is volatile, so when we heat the you can say fabric coated with the PTFE and this solvent mixture, the solvent will evaporate, and non-solvent will be there, and this non-solvent will coagulate, and then we have small holes in the fabric. So in this way, we can make the fabric breathable, and fabric will be very comfortable. So this type of fabric is this type of functional finishes which are required by the army people, by the persons who are continuously in the rain, or there is a high shower. In that case, we can use this type of finish on the cotton fabric. Thank you.